Hi there, welcome to the sales training for NETGEAR Insight, Pro Wi-Fi access points and services, and smart switches. To start things off, let's look at how you should frame the ecosystem introduction to VARs, our value-added resellers. Start off with the why, so make it clear why you are talking to them today. Next, prepare the how you are going to do that. We'll cover this in subsequent slides. Next is the what. So what products and services are offered? This translates to the following: people, profit, process, and products. Notice that we do not lead the discussion with the products and all the specs and features. That's very important. Okay, here's what we'll be going over today, with an approximate amount of time you should spend on each topic. It'll take some rehearsals before you can get it to this timing, but you can do it. Just think of yourself sitting through your presentation. Would you want to listen to yourself droning on and on? Make it snappy and to the point. Then if they have questions, you can dive deeper into something they're interested in. Okay, here we go. We are NETGEAR, founded in 1996 by our current CEO, Patrick Lowe. We operate globally with offices in 27 countries. Since our IPO in 2003, we're a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ stock exchange. We are a very financially healthy and stable company with $1 billion plus annual sales and no debt. We have an indirect commercial sales model, meaning NETGEAR to our distributors, to our VARs, to the end users. And we supply our customers from warehouses in North America, Asia, and Europe. We have two strategic business units: the Connected Home Products division and NETGEAR Business, focusing on the small and mid-sized businesses in both the IT and the AV space. Something changed in networking. I think all of us here were networking already for a couple of years. I mean, we look young, but we're not. We have been here since the early 90s, and then it was all wired. But something changed with Wi-Fi. Fundamentally, it's now Wi-Fi first. And although you cannot see Wi-Fi, it's the first way of transmitting your communication and your information. It's not wired anymore. Now, why is that? Well, because of what technology got introduced in the market. And we were part of that since the early 2000s. We've been selling Wi-Fi equipment that you could first plug into a PC, then later in a laptop. Remember PCMCIA cards? I think that's 30 years old, which became PC cards. And as a shocker, in 2007, 2008, Apple and later Google came with mobile operating systems and hardware for touchscreen smartphones, who then became a complete warehouse for applications. That means that all your applications you're now using are benefiting using Wi-Fi to communicate with you, with each other, and with the cloud. So it does go in these three directions, which adds some of the complexity here. And of course, Wi-Fi evolved. We're already at the 6th generation now with Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 6E, going from one band to 2 bands and now 3 different bands. And it's still not enough for all the expanded usage that you see here. And there's something else that's hidden we have found in our engagements with resellers. This is really the sweet spot where NETGEAR plays. Imagine a company with 25 employees. Nothing special, right? There's many small and medium businesses. Now, this company could also be a regional office of a highly distributed network from a large company. Everyone's carrying company credentials with them to access all the software, right? To access the Wi-Fi. And typically those are business devices. So you could say, if every employee brings 2 devices, a laptop and a cell phone, then that means 50 client devices in my office, and maybe some other kit. But that's really it. Is that really true though? It's not, because Wi-Fi credentials now get synchronized by maybe iCloud or whatever application you use to synchronize information. And now your Apple Watch or your tablet that's in your briefcase or backpack and other devices are also sharing these credentials. So maybe this is also happening when these devices are not even in the office. Maybe you've expanded your office Wi-Fi to the employees' homes to create a secure connection there and separate it from the gaming that the kids are doing. All employees now use Chromecast, AirPlay, and all kinds of ways to throw content on the screens, and they're all using video conferencing too. And the end result, ladies and gentlemen, is this. All the traffic comes to a standstill. Now, these are some of the most beautiful cars that you can buy, and now they're all standing in a traffic jam because something went wrong. Or even worse, without really understanding what went wrong, something goes wrong. And then everything comes to a standstill. You're stuck and you don't know how to get out of it. And the way to get out of it for an end user is not to figure this out yourself, because that's not your expertise, but you go to your trusted advisor, your reseller integrator, and they now have to do something fundamentally different, which is to take connectivity to a Wi-Fi first approach. At this point, any business needs a Wi-Fi upgrade. Particularly since COVID, when all of us got trained on using Zoom and Teams and webinars all the time, that has some influence on the network. Imagine everyone in the office on a Zoom call at the same time. That's a lot of traffic. It's a lot more traffic than the good old email on an Exchange server that we were doing 10 to 15 years ago. Oh, and your office is now located in the cloud too. So all of these points deserve a conversation. We deal with a lot of conversations in a triangle with ourselves, our reseller integrators, and our end users that have questions. What we usually find is that it's best to put this on the agenda with the end users because they don't know why the internet's broken. And that's because it's not the internet that's broken. It's the Wi-Fi in the office that's not performing well. There may be other reasons too, including a ton of security risks that get introduced, particularly now that people are sharing company information across other devices. You have the BYOD, bring your own device category. And then, of course, security needs to be prepped for today's challenges and not for the challenges of 10 years ago. So all of this warrants a conversation where you can talk about the performance, the security, and the usability of Wi-Fi for your end users, because Wi-Fi comes first. Let's talk a little bit about what that means exactly. In terms of network, there are the building blocks, starting with Ethernet, and the switches that now need to deliver in excess of 1 gigabit per port because Wi-Fi is faster than that. They also need to supply power to all the devices, including Wi-Fi access points that are fed with power over Ethernet, PoE. The speeds go up to 10 gigabits. Imagine if you have 4 access points, each capable of 2.5 gigabits. Well, there's a 10 gigabit uplink you need in your switch. So you have to design your network for that. On the Wi-Fi side, there's another couple of innovations. We see Wi-Fi 6 with multi-gig throughput. We see more coverage, lower latency, and more advanced quality of service. There's a technology called Wi-Fi 6E now that is a tri-band technology using the new 6 gigahertz band that helps you expand Wi-Fi, and it's the fastest for all devices. You can do things like throttling, where you put older devices on the 2.4 gigahertz band and newer devices on the 6 gigahertz band, leaving more room then for other devices on the regular 5 gigahertz band. Now, all that needs to be married together with security, which adds a level of complexity. So now you have even more to add to your cocktail. There's security, Wi-Fi technology, and wired technology. And all of this needs to be managed, and for that, NETGEAR has created a common management platform called Insight. We have a version for end users that want to do this themselves, but the majority, and the far majority, outsource this to a service provider or reseller or MSP. For them, we have built Insight Pro. That's our common management platform. Welcome to NETGEAR Business. How can we help you with all this? We help you in all 6 phases of the technology lifecycle, from planning and purchasing the right products to deploying them in the right way. We support you before the system design, during the deployment, during the maintenance, and the reporting. And if something changes, because we measure what happens, we can help you redesign or redeploy or upgrade solutions. We are there 24/7, 365 days a year to help you with your customers. Now this is a different approach. The approach is called the Pro Wi-Fi Design Team. Here's an example of what the Pro Wi-Fi Design Team does. For example, they make a floor plan together with you and change that into a heat map that tells you exactly where to hang which access point for optimal coverage, optimal performance, and optimal security. And this is done at a cost that fits the wallet of your end user. It's free. All you have to do is contact us at prowifidesign@netgear.com. prowifidesign@netgear.com. It's a mix of personal contact, Wi-Fi expertise, training, and certification. We also help you with the knowledge and the expertise necessary to have those conversations, because it's the conversations with your end users that drive this business. We can't do that. That's up to you as the eyes and ears in the market. Together, we can turn requests for better Wi-Fi into successful projects. Now, where do we fit? In the past, we have worked in all these three areas, since we had access points at sub $50 all the way up to some $1,000 units with very large controllers for large campus networks, hospitals, and very large enterprises. Our focus now is really on the mid-market commercial businesses, small and mid-sized businesses that need enterprise-grade Wi-Fi, but at a small business price. We marry these two in one. How do we do that? Take a look at this triangle. It's not just hardware, it's not just software, it's not just support. All these three work together because one doesn't work without the other. This is something that really makes us stand out compared to other manufacturers in the space. In the low end, manufacturers often focus on just hardware, and the software is not very good. And support? Don't even think about it. Even larger manufacturers have chosen to sell only hardware, maybe a software layer, but no real support. That just doesn't work in the end. We found that immediate and direct accessible support makes the difference. So that's what we're doing, and that's why we call this one angle in our triangle. What is the NETGEAR DNA? Well, it's simple, really. Our products are reliable, they're affordable, and they're easy to use because we provide enterprise technology for a small, mid-sized business price. NETGEAR provides the total network solution, purpose-built for MSPs and VARs. Our selection of indoor and outdoor Wi-Fi 6 and 6E access points, PoE Plus and PoE++, multi-gig switches, our professional router, comprehensive warranty, and the free network design services. It can't be beat. And then there's our Insight remote management platform, which is fully cloud-based. This single pane of glass tool provides a secure and scalable solution for VARs and MSPs, offering multi-tenancy, multi-location, and multi-level admin accounts, along with intuitive alerts, diagnostics, and troubleshooting, and so much more, with automated and customizable network health reports. Let's dig in a little deeper on the hardware side with 5 reasons why NETGEAR Insight access points are superb in quality. First of all, they're an ideal management platform for MSPs and VARs because all of this is built in, and they're cloud native, and you don't need any extra hardware. This makes them also easy to install because you don't need anything extra. You just power them up, connect them to the switch, and ET phones home. In this way, cloud management works with immediate deployment of your configuration from the cloud to the access point. We use cutting-edge silicon. Qualcomm is our manufacturer of the enterprise-grade chipsets that we use, and we don't cut corners here. This is the fastest you can buy at the moment, and we are always first to market because we can deploy enterprise technology quickly because of our own engineering for both hardware and software. We have superior wireless security using WPA3, and we have our products penetration tested by those secret companies who do this kind of testing. We are a public company, and regarding security, we cannot cut corners. We do sell to governments around the world, and we want to make sure we don't compromise anything here. You may have noticed that we have a large portfolio of Wi-Fi 6 and 6E access points. There are many different models. The reason is that we want to have a product for every need, every budget, and also every technological requirement. Okay, so there's 5 reasons why our access points are really outstanding. Let me talk you through these products. You can see the 2 sections here. At the top are our Pro Wi-Fi products. These are the top of the line and come with 4 years of Insight and 4 years of tech support included. We only sell these to resellers, installers, and integrators through the channel. They're not freely available in e-commerce like Amazon or even our own NETGEAR.com store. They're only intended for integration partners. As such, they come with much higher margin as well. You can recognize these model numbers from the others because they have an 8 in the part number, like WAX618, for example. In the bottom half of the screen, you see products that come with 1 year Insight included, and those are available through distribution. They're also available on e-commerce. So there's a core of Insight managed products for integrators in the top section, and that's what we call our Pro Wi-Fi portfolio. Let's take a look at some of the more detailed info on our Pro Wi-Fi access points. There are two Wi-Fi 6 standards that we support, Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 6E. Wi-Fi 6E provides an extra 6 gigahertz band that translates to higher throughput, less congestion, and faster connections. Looking at the advanced feature set we offer, you'll find some features that truly differentiate NETGEAR's Pro Wi-Fi products from the competitors. And finally, our access points are part of the only fully cloud-managed system in the $150 to $400 price range. Take a look. We have a variety of product options to fit any budget. Okay, what are the 10 reasons why you should move your Wi-Fi business to NETGEAR? Let's take a look. Number 1, we have a leading warranty with the next business day replacement and free 24/7 support included in the price of the Pro Wi-Fi products. It's proven technology from a world-class manufacturer. We are a global market leader in Ethernet switching, also multi-gig switching, and in Power over Ethernet, PoE, up to PoE++, which means we have switches with up to 90 watts per port, tailored for the SMB market. With more than 25 years of reliability and performance, we have sold products to more than 60 million end users in the world, which means on average, there is more than one NETGEAR product in every business in the world. It's enterprise-grade networking at the right price. So this is flying an economy plus, let's say. You sit behind business class, but you don't have to pay thousands more for the ticket, and you still arrive at the same time as a business class flyer. It's just that you pay an economy price. The central thing here, the reason that this is a great fit for your business, is our Insight Cloud Managed Platform, which is really at the core of a great MSP VAR model, particularly if you handle multiple customers with multiple sites, since it is a multi-tenant and multi-location with multi-level admin support product, where you can assign roles to all the people in these organizations per company and per location. To that, we add 4 years of Insight Pro subscription and our Pro support. So you have 4 years of access to our tech support immediately, instantly without waiting on our Pro Wi-Fi devices. And then we have an additional project margin support and deal registration. The Pro Wi-Fi products, the one I mentioned with an 8 in the part number, are exclusive for our integrators and resellers. And all of this is supported by the NETGEAR Pro Wi-Fi design team, which you have access to for free. Speaking of fully cloud-based management, we have NETGEAR Insight. Without an on-prem physical device being required, there is a lower administration cost and no need for a VPN, with improved scalability and fewer IT headaches if the controller goes down. Scalability is built right in, so as the network needs changing, faster speeds, more Wi-Fi coverage, or larger PoE budgets, Insight scales and adapts easily, avoiding a planned network outage for upgrading while still maintaining a single pane of glass for comprehensive management. When new technologies like Wi-Fi 7 debut, it's easy to add another access point to the system. And Insight's ability to add multiple locations for multiple clients means you can use the same comprehensive tool for all your clients. And when looking to the total cost of ownership, Insight, with its fully cloud-based approach, means no on-prem controller, so no additional CapEx or OpEx costs, and less engineering and upgrade costs too, allowing companies to maximize their profit dollars. NETGEAR Insight takes advantage of a rich and intuitive feature set specifically designed for MSPs and VARs with multi-organization, multi-location, multi-admin level, with automated and customizable network health reports and notifications. Finally, NETGEAR, being a global organization with local time and local language chat, phone, and email support, along with the exclusive Pro Wi-Fi design services, offering free consultation services with location heat mapping, combining to deliver a boost to any NETGEAR-based VAR or MSP business. Let's talk about the backbone of any network, NETGEAR Smart Switches. We offer an extremely wide range of options from small to large deployments with a choice of PoE type and budgets to accommodate any type of requirement. You need multi-gig switches or 10 gig SFP plus ports, We have several models to choose from. Our Insight managed smart switches take advantage of all that Insight has to offer, with that single pane of glass management and no on-prem controller required. For PoE switches, Insight has a comprehensive per-port PoE controls for advanced PoE operations. These smart switches offer a wide, rich feature set, including VLANs, security controls, Layer 2+ with Layer 3 services, network monitoring, DHCP services, and a lot more. Combining industry-leading support offerings with enterprise-level switching, the NETGEAR smart switches provide real value at an affordable price for any business. The latest product, completing what we call the total network solution, is the Professional Router, a purpose-built router for MSPs and installers. NETGEAR is offering two models, depending on the sales channel: the PR60X for VARs and DMRs who need to remotely manage all their client security routers, and the PR460X for professional installers working on high-end residential networks for clients and MSPs providing remote monitoring and management of client security routers in multiple locations. The PR60X is ideal for education, retail, hospitality, regional branches of offices, and municipalities, while the PR460X is targeting multi-dwelling units, MDUs, luxury apartments and homes, and commercial AV applications. When do you need to use a professional router? Well, even though the applications are different for each model, the basic needs for a router is still the same: creating separate VLANs and needing to monitor and troubleshoot remotely to avoid rolling a truck. And finally, the why. Take a look at these features and you can see why the Pro Router is the ideal solution for MSPs and installers. Okay, time for some success stories. We have a wide range of these, from small office buildings to large retirement communities, and some MSPs who have switched to NETGEAR from our competitors. Let's take a look. First up is the Black Nest Golf and Country Club in the UK that also hosts corporate events, weddings, and other social functions. They face typical problems of a large area to cover and slow, outdated Wi-Fi. They ended up with 15 of our WAX620 indoor access points and 4 of the WAX610Y outdoor access points, along with 5 of our GS728 TPP and 4 of our GS110 TP switches. Next comes a special care facility in the Netherlands with multiple buildings and a need for central remote management. They used 74 of our WAX620 access points, 15 of the outdoor 610Y versions, along with 12 of our GS728 TPP smart switches, all using our Insight remote management platform. They reaped the benefits of NETGEAR Business's rich wireless and switch offering with the ability to cover large indoor and outdoor areas with the right price-performance ratio, and all are Insight remote managed. With the number of retirees growing year after year, retirement homes are expanding as well. One such retirement home in Florida in the US with multiple buildings and common areas recently switched to NETGEAR from Ubiquiti due to their inability to offer remote management without a VPN solution. Now, one of the best things about this installment of 500 access points and PoE switches was that the Ubiquiti VAR found the NETGEAR solutions easier to deploy, and they had better post-sale support. In the US, Network Remedy, an IT support, security, and managed solution provider, has had multiple successes using NETGEAR as their networking partner. They're currently migrating multiple customers away from Cisco Meraki to NETGEAR, including a $1 billion publicly traded high-tech company with their headquarters in San Jose, with a wireless network in 8 global locations, all managed by Network Remedy. Another US-based success story comes from PMC Wireless for a federal government agency who shall remain unnamed. Partnering with AT&T, they deployed about 3,300 NETGEAR mobile hotspots, all managed with Insight Pro, which made this huge deployment so much easier. Here's a fantastic story from Japan. Foreign diplomats and high-value expats from large multinational companies and embassy and consulate staff need highly reliable internet and general networking performance. Assist Solutions, established in 2002, has deployed over 1,600 units, with an additional 2,000 units planned in the next 12 months. Why is it working for them? Well, Insight's key features of addressing multi-organization, multi-location, and multi-level admin, combined with all the others, are a definite advantage. Ola is a multi-billion-dollar mobility conglomerate in India that manufactures cabs, electric scooters, and solar batteries. They just deployed several hundred Pro Wi-Fi access points and PoE switches for their multiple sites that needed remote management. They chose NETGEAR because of the ability to cover large areas with Wi-Fi, the awesome Insight fully cloud-based management platform, and our 24/7 pre- and post-sale support. Here's another one from India. A top-ranked private university in Chennai needed an upgraded network and deployed over 450 NETGEAR access points and over 50 of our GS728 TPP smart switches with PoE+. And here's our final success story at a medical sciences hospital and teaching facility also in India. Like many other educational facilities, they have multiple buildings and common areas and needed great coverage for all of them. They also didn't have local IT staff, so the need for remote management was crucial. And of course, the high-quality pre- and post-sale support NETGEAR offers was extremely beneficial. Well, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and here's the Pro Wi-Fi email address one more time, prowifidesign@netgear.com.